Hello everyone and welcome to the 13th episode of my Forza Flashback series. Now today we're in a race with just one other person, as you can see there, and it's a D-class race, which is something that you haven't seen from me on this channel before. Now normally I tend to race, the R3, R2, R1, all the general sort of racing classes. In Forza 2 I really did stay away from the higher powered normal classes, if you like. I think S was the highest, or U at that time, because the cars just didn't suit the way I drove. I preferred the more the downforce and the more power from the racing cars. So that was why you never really see me in sort of these lower class of cars. But as we sort of getting to the end of Forza 2's lifespan, the lobbies were a lot smaller, as you can see by this video, obviously, because there's only one other person in it, and you've probably noticed in my latest videos in this series that the number of opponents that I've had in races have gradually decreased from what they used to be. So this is just really a consequence of Forza, this getting to the end of the life of Forza 2. Now I didn't really get into online play for quite a while of having Forza. I focused on the career mode more than anything else, and only once I'd got all of the achievements in the career mode, then I went onto the online. So I was already quite late to start off with, and at this point I just used to join whichever lobby that I could to get a bit of a race. And I thought this was a bit different. These cars are D-class cars, which are the slowest, and I just decided to pick a stock car that, I think his car, my opponent's car, might be tuned, but mine is just a stock car basically. I haven't done anything to it. So it was a bit of a challenge, just to something a bit different, and I have a good race with this guy. As you've seen, we are quite similar on pace, and I do manage to get onto the inside of him there, but he has the acceleration from his car to get out of that corner better. But then I managed to dive up the inside here, and I get the move done quite nicely, and then that's pretty much the end of the race, because he doesn't come back from me after that. Now you see this from his point of view looking back, and the rest of the race will actually play out from his point of view as well. There's something a bit different, but yeah, he manages to get the acceleration out of that corner, but then I get a nice line through that corner and dive to the inside for the next corner and straight up through the inside, and there's nothing really he can do. I managed to carry the momentum through. And as you'll notice riding with this guy on the last sort of half of this lap, you'll notice that he's not as smooth on the brake and not as smooth on the cornering as I am. I tend to, at this point, especially since I've been racing the higher class of cars, when it comes to these slower cars, I am very, very smooth when it comes to cornering, and this guy just isn't as much, and that seems to be where he's losing the time. Just in his braking, he's sort of on the brakes, off the brakes, on the brakes, and then the corners he has to make multiple sort of inputs to get one turn, and I just seem to be a lot smoother. So yeah, this race is, it was 2 laps long, and I managed to get the win in this race. And I actually stayed in this lobby with him, for another race, just to sort of test myself against him and, show to him that I guess that it wasn't really a fluke that I won. I was actually able to outpace him. So I've decided to put that race together with this one, but it is going to be a lot shorter. It's not going to be the full race anyway. So here we are again. This is on Road Atlanta. And he again gets a better start. I'm sure that his car actually has better acceleration. Well, it definitely has better acceleration than mine, and that's where his strength comes from. But as you can see, as we get like a third of the way through the lap, I am a lot quicker through these S's. I'm just a lot smoother, a lot more controlled, and I catch up to him quite a bit in this section. So as we come round to the main straight off this last corner here, I'm sort of, our cars are similarly paced, and we both get a decent run off that corner. So I just try to stay basically in his slipstream. Now I know we are going a lot slower here, and the effect of a slipstream isn't going to be as much, but as you'll see, it does, it does cause a little bit of me to catch up. I'm gradually catching up here, but then I make a crazy move down the inside. Honestly, I don't know how I got the car stopped with him braking so early, and that's probably partially the reason why I saved this replay, just because of that one move. It was from so far away, and I just made it stick unbelievably, and I was really happy with myself after that move. As you see here from his point of view, straight down the inside, managed to get it stopped. I don't know why he didn't try to come back on the inside of me, but as I say, he wasn't the smoothest on his inputs in the steering. So yeah, and I managed to sort of get the win again, and I was just able to drive away from him in the end. So yeah, that's been Forza Flashback 13. 2 races for the price of 1 on this one, and the next race will feature hopefully a bigger field. But we are, getting close to the end of Forza Motorsport 2. So, after this point, we will start going on to Forza Motorsport 3 replays. But we've still got a few more races to go on Forza Motorsport 2, so don't worry. And, if you're one of the people who does enjoy Forza Motorsport on my channel and you are still watching, let me know. Give the video a like, or post a comment, something like that, just to let me know that you're still enjoying it. Racing games are something that I enjoy doing, so they're not going to go anywhere on my channel, but it's nice to know that people are still out there watching. So I hope you all enjoyed. Thanks a lot for watching, guys, and I'll see you next time.